Welcome to another Real Talk. Today we talking about for life, episode 2, promise. The word promise in this episode mean a debt to collect. What do I mean a debt to collect? In the last episode, Aaron had went to Wild Bill for help. And Wild Bill like, if I help you with this, you gotta return something to me. And Aaron made a promise to Wild Bill that he would help get one of his boys out. So Aaron owed a debt or a promise to Wild Bill. What that promise is to help one of his boys get out. So we start off with Aaron and Harry talking. Aaron wants to sue the NYPD for his police record. Aaron feel like there is something in his police record that can help him get another trial. Aaron also feel like there was a lot of injustice in this case. And by him getting his police record, he gonna find out something. So we go from there to Aaron and the warden. The warden is talking about her programs and how the drug flow have gone down. Because she's really trying to make the prison a lot more better with her reform programs. And one of the programs that she's trying to work on is getting rid of solitary. She feel like if she get rid of solitary, that's another notch in her program which the prison board will accept. In which anything you do must go through somebody. So she feel like if she get this, that the prison board will accept this, her parts of her program. So we're going to see if that program work and see if the prison board going to accept this. We go from there to Aaron talking to Jasmine. Jasmine's talking to Aaron about, taking it easy on Ronnie, about this whole baby situation that we found out last episode that she was pregnant. And Ronnie, her boyfriend, is the baby daddy. So Jasmine is really looking out for Ronnie, and also she care about her dad, that, letting him know everything that Ronnie gonna be there for her. So we go from there to Maskins. He go to visit Harry. And they talk, and we found out in this episode that Harry's license is suspended. And he only got a few years left. And before he got suspended, he sponsored Aaron. And Harry made a statement that he feel like Aaron is a better lawyer than him, and that he would ever be. And from what we see from the last episode, Aaron is showing that he is a good lawyer, that he can do anything. So he found out that Aaron is suing the NYPD for the police record. Look kind of sketchy. He kind of scared. Why is he scared? I don't know. But he looked kind of worried that Aaron gonna find something that he don't need. But at the same time, Harry is looking at the case and he sees that there was some snitches and feel like the NYPD were holding record. Matter of fact, he feel like Maskin was holding back information. And this information with snitches and stuff, that Aaron had a right to ask them questions. And that would help Aaron out in this case. So, also in this episode, we figured Harry mentioned that Maskin mostly got elected because of headlines of certain cases. One of them cases, I think, was Aaron's case. That was a big deal to help him get elected as DA. Then they start arguing, and kind of was some Easter eggs thrown out there. So they was arguing, and they mentioned that what they did to people and how they ruined people's lives, how they helped the law and order, Right there, Law and Order. They referenced Law and Order, and I mean the original Law and Order. And also how Harry, when he was in the Senate, and the legislators helped protect police misconduct, and he feel like that ruined people's lives. It seemed like Harry have a lot of things that he's trying to do and trying to fix, and that's look like one big, like he got some regrets, and he trying to fix his past mistakes, which is good. So, so we see Aaron interviewing people. One of the people that he interviewed was Phil. Phil was Joey's roommate, and asking and talking to him, and jo- feels like, why would he fight a guard? Because Aaron feel like it don't make any sense, and which feel like it doesn't. So Aaron already had talked to the warden about looking at the surveillance camera from the footage of that day that Joey fought the guard. So while looking at this video, they see that Joey had went to a guard before the fight. And to Aaron, it looked like something was wrong. That he was trying to get the guard attention, trying to ask for help. So it's kind of getting a little shaken, obvious that something isn't right. So now we get to the yard, and you have the brothers. I mean, African American brothers, and they wondering why, out of all the cases, why are you helping him instead of us? And that's a lot, because we know in prison there's a lot of turf out there. So they feel like he's kind of betraying them. But what they don't know is he owe Wild Bill. And he's not really saying anything. He's just like, okay. He just going. He basically doing himself. He being himself. So at the same time he's being himself, he go to Wild Bill and told him that Joey looked like he was scared, and he was trying to get out of gin population. And he also feel like he wanted to be in solitary, that he was scared for his life. You know, Wild Bill, he just gonna deny, like, nah, everything cool. So we get from the prison to the house, to Marie. Because Marie was talking to Jasmine, and she asked him, did Ronnie tell his parents about her dad? She was like, no. So Marie was like, why you didn't say nothing then? Why you didn't say nothing about your dad being in jail? But to Ronnie's defense, would you really tell somebody that somebody's father is in jail? Would you do it yourself? Because they kind of feel ashamed that they're going to look at Jasmine some type of way. So, while that is going on, Ronnie, they at the prison. They get to the prison, going to visit Aaron. And Marie just bring Ronnie and Jasmine. One of the guards that asked where was Jasmine at. Cause they know Marie, chit chat, friendly, cool. They could go by first name basis. So Ronnie was talking to Marie, and he basically said if Aaron get his police record, he would get out. And Marie still to this day, since the first episode, feel like he's not gonna get out no time soon. That he's basically in there for the rest of his life. And she still feel like he should have took the plea deal. So Ronnie and Aaron is talking, and Aaron basically wanted him to remember these few things. If any sacrifice must be made, they need to make it together. If there is any load to bear, that he need to be there. Basically, Aaron is being that father, be like, you're not finna let her be by herself through this situation. Cause the baby didn't ask to be here, but you is gonna be there. Aaron gonna make sure that Ronnie is there for that child and be there for his daughter, which you can't blame him. So, while that being said, like I told you earlier, the African American brothers were kind of upset with Aaron. They was upset, and like I say, he got a friend. He's basically his friend in the prison is the Morgan Freeman of the jail. So if you ever seen the movie Shawshank, and remember Morgan Freeman character in Shawshank, that's what he is. He is the Morgan Freeman of this show. So he told Aaron to check some medical records. Cause he had to get that information to another prisoner, and the prisoner relied the information while he was talking to Ronnie. To go check the medical records. Cause that medical records might indicate all this why he fought the guard. So Aaron go talk to Joey. So while he go talk to Joey, he had him to sign some papers. Joey ain't looking at this, cause Aaron told him this for him not to have a hearing, him to waive his rights to a hearing. Which, if you was kind of smart, you would be looking at papers, and people fail at this. You don't know what you signing, but you might want to look at them papers. You might want to read them papers first. And what he was signing was medical release papers. So Aaron got his signature so he could look at his medical file to find out that he was positive for syphilis. So he went back to Phil. He said he know what's been going on between both of them, and he could keep it on the down low. Yeah, R. Kelly said it best. Keep it on the down low. And he want him to basically testify that he could testify and basically help Joey out in this case. And also he mentioned that he can protect them. So after Phil agreed to testify, he went back to Joey. And went back and told Joey, hey, I got your medical records. You signed the paper. Joey was upset. Also that he told Joey that he could get him transferred. Because him and the warden is cool like that. That he could get him a transfer and get him away from Wild Bill. And anybody associated with Wild Bill. That he wouldn't get hurt. So we get to the hearing. Joey still don't want to testify. Man, prove your innocence. Let them know. But at the same time, if you watch the episode, Wild Bill ain't your ordinary person. Joey had the mark. So he was tagged. So Phil ended up taking a stand, like we said. And Aaron was like, you stated that you and Joey was cellmates, which he said yes. to also find out they was lovers and friends. But also to find out Phil got the package too. It wasn't all trapped in the closet. It was trapped in the jail cell. But if he feel so, Phil was like that. If people found out that Joey is on the down low, that is not gonna look good. So basically, everything was a warning. And Phil, basically, Joey had went to the CO to change their cell blocks, change their cells for a safety reason until they can meet up. And the reason why Joey joined the game was because of protection. So, so one of the guard that Joey fought testified. Basically, he asked him what is his relationship with Joey. Is he a good inmate? And he said he never had a problem with Joey. They used to communicate, they used to talk, but that when they got to a fight, he feel like it was real strange. That all of a sudden now that he's fighting him. So another guard came in. This is the guard in the video that Joey went to for help. Basically, the guard had testified on record before the fight that he said something that he looked distressed and that he wanted to go to solitary. So at the same time, he didn't know what protocol was, so he went to his shift commander. And the person over the hearing was like, "Did you go to your shift commander?" He was like, "Yeah, I went to my shift commander." And he started the paperwork for it. By the time he said he was doing the paperwork, Joe was already fighting the first guard that testified. And the head CO was like, "Where's the paperwork at?" And he feel like since he already got to this fight that he threw the paper trail, the write up away. That wasn't smart. You always gotta have a paper trail on everything. If anything happens, you must keep that. Even with daily work, you gotta have a paper trail. Somebody mess with you, keep a paper trail. Because you never know. Be like, hey, when they said you did this, you go back and say, hey, on this day, this person will mess with me. You gotta show some paper trail so at the end of the day, it made you look bad. So basically, the hearing got thrown out, and Joey now is out of solitary. And Joey basically thanked Aaron. And Aaron kind of feel like, I ain't do it for you. I ain't do it because of that. What you got on that little sign you got below your eye. He owed Wild Bill for this, so that's the only reason why he did it. If not, Aaron would have touched this case for nothing. So, like I said, at the same time Aaron doing this, Aaron got his own case to worry about. So we get to court. So the Aaron and the DA going back and forth, and they feel like there's new sources that he can't get to his file. And basically, in a nutshell, Maskins and his friends did everything to stop Aaron from getting his police record, in which the judge basically told Aaron that he can't get his police record until he finds some more evidence. He's not going to be able to get his police records. So Aaron took it hard. His daughter took it hard. He was trying to go over there to his daughter, just to hold her and say everything will be fine. But they grabbed him like, you got to come on. But Aaron is telling her, hey, daddy going to be fine. Daddy's going to be fine. So Marie heard about the case, and because she had sent Aaron a message through his burner cell phone, and Marie had gave Ronnie his number. Ronnie told Aaron to give him a call. So Ronnie heard about the court case, which he said, "I'm sorry about it," and he didn't want to tell him something that nobody else ain't gonna tell him. And what he told him is that the reason why she gave up her dreams and from her going to California, because that's where she wanted to go to school at, because of Aaron. She wanted to be near her dad, and she don't want to lose that. So he feel like, by you telling me about sacrifice, how can you tell me about sacrifice when she had to make one without him? So you can't really tell me nothing. And Marie walked in on it. I honestly, some stuff, yeah, you could tell him that, but dude, you talking to a grown man trying to tell him something. He trying to give you advice on what to do, what he expected you of his daughter. Yeah, she gave up California, but I think he did that in the wrong way. Which we talking about 50 Cent in the show. You got to make it look good, and I think he made it perfect by telling Aaron how he feel, and you really can't tell me anything. So Aaron told Ronnie that he don't want Jaden to travel 5 hours no more. By her being pregnant, really, Ronnie had said it. He don't want her to travel 5 hours just to come see you. And Aaron agreed with him. Aaron tearing up, doing a perfect job at it. And Aaron is playing this. Aaron is doing it. So next day, Aaron on the yard, everybody back cool with him on the yard. And what the Wild Bill said, he got Joey out, but he can't control what the warden did. And like I said, he got Joey and Phil transferred to another jail. And Joey looked happy to get away from Wild Bill. So Aaron promised. He did it. Got him out. So at the end, we see Aaron telling the media that Maskins is scared of Aaron. And that they don't want him to get his file because they know that he look at the file, he going to find something. What is he going to find? We going to find out soon. And hopefully soon we can find out what's in Aaron's file that Maskin didn't want him to see. So, hey, that's another episode. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at Real Talk CH. Please share the video. Let your friends know. And again, be ready for another episode of Real Talk. See you again.